How to reclaim St. Valentine's Day. St. Valentine's Day has been misunderstood in different ways by different people, especially the Gen Zs, the children of this generation. All you hear among them is Val, Val, Val. Some complain I have no Val, but their own concept of Val is different from the real meaning of Valentine. It's different from the real story of St. Valentine. How do we reclaim St. Valentine's Day? That is our concern in this message. First and foremost, we must learn the true story of St. Valentine. Historically, there are three Valentines who were martyred. Our concern is the Valentine who was a priest in Rome in the 3rd century, when Emperor Claudius II placed a ban on marriage. According to the emperor, it was making the soldiers lose focus because they were too distracted by family affairs. So he banned marriage totally. And for St. Valentine, that was contrary to the will of God. He had no powers, even as an emperor, to ban people from getting into marriage. He was secretly playing the role of a priest for marriage of couples, while the ban on marriage was still subsisting. In spite of the emperor's ban on marriage, St. Valentine was secretly witnessing the marriages of various couples. Eventually, he was caught and executed on 14th day of February, and in the eyes of faith, he became a martyr for the sake of love. Today, the whole concept of St. Valentine has changed. You hear young people saying, "Who will be my Val?" or ending a letter with "from your Valentine," and some complaining that they have no vows. Our concern is, how do we reclaim St. Valentine's Day? First and foremost, the assignment is for parents. Parents and guardians who have teenagers, especially children in secondary school or out of secondary school. The first duty is for you to tell them the true story about St. Valentine. Talk to them on what love means and what love is all about. Don't assume that they are so innocent that they won't fall under peer pressure. On Valentine's Day, it's unfortunate. Some teenagers are lured into sex. Some lose their virginity, while some get pregnant over a token gift, a cup of ice cream, or simply "I love you, be my Val." Tell your children that you love them. And apart from God, no one loves them more than you do. Yes, St. Valentine's Day has become synonymous with a day of love. And Valentine's Day as a day of love can be traced back to the traditions that were prevalent in England and in France during the Middle Ages. It was such that on 14th February, the birds began to pay, and that's why they slang today lovebirds. And it was at that point in history that the true meaning and celebration of St. Valentine's Day was lost. People now misunderstand St. Valentine's Day to be a day for lust or a day for sex. So if St. Valentine died for love, sacrificial love for that matter, to help promote continuity of life, to encourage a sacrament that God Himself established, which is matrimony, why do we misunderstand it? Because birds pay on a particular date. It's wrong to misunderstand it so. He died a martyr, and we should go for sacrificial love rather than lust. It's quite funny hearing some young people say, "I have no vow." And you begin to wonder, what about your parents, your siblings, your friends who have been by your side even before the Valentine's Day, and those who will still continue to be with you in good times and in bad? Are these vows not enough? Why complain you have no vow? Let us reclaim St. Valentine's Day by appreciating the vows we already have and the ones that God has sent to us, making us who we are. Let us always reflect on St. Paul's explanation of what love really means, as in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verses 4 to 7. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous. It is not pompous. It is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interests. It is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. Love does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Our reflection on this passage will put us on the right path in practice of genuine love and not lost in the name of celebrating St. Valentine's Day. It's also good when we are talking of Valentine's Day that we don't forget to add the word saint. Wish people happy St. Valentine's Day, not just Val, not just Valentine. Always add that word saint. I recommend Mercy Chinwo's Excess Love. So get Mercy Chinwo's Excess Love and play it repeatedly. You will realize that no one can love you like Jesus Christ. Rather than complaining that you have no vows, put a call to those who actually care about you. Parents, siblings, relatives, friends. Tell them how lucky you are to have them in your life, and appreciate what they have always done for you. On a day of St. Valentine, find out a broken relationship and try to repair such. And if you must go out and sleep elsewhere that is not your own house, make no plans to sleep over with a potential lover. And do let your parents know your whereabouts and have no evil plans on St. Valentine's Day. Anything that will rob you of your natural ability or tendency to exercise self-control, to act reasonably, do not take such on St. Valentine's Day. Do not smoke weed. Do not indulge in drugs, taking drugs that will make you lose self-control. Don't drink to stupor, and don't take sex, and no needless to go into taking sex enhancement drugs and so many other risky activities. My dear friends, if we keep to some of these, and there are many other ways to reclaim St. Valentine's Day, but while we try to put this into practice, I think a lot must have been achieved if we practice what we have just recommended. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you happy St. Valentine's Day. God's blessings upon you in abundance. And may your future be bright and beautiful. As you join us to celebrate and reclaim the real celebration of St. Valentine's Day. Let us celebrate real love, not lust. God bless you.